Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, my beautifuls. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Mama D coming at ya. So happy to have you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. We're back on Monday. I took a day off just to clear my energy. Ooh, the Nancy Guthrie case, it's still hot. We still have no Nancy. That's my biggest concern. Why is no one searching for the lady? Now we've heard that they have a signal sniffer that they've been using to link up with Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker, perhaps. No luck yet. But remember the big night where all hell broke loose in Tucson and they towed away a Range Rover? They still have that Range Rover. They're processing it. They also said it wasn't necessarily a nothing burger. Things could still come out of that. So this gets really crazy because the vehicle tracks back to a man that is named Luke Daly. And that address where Luke Daly lives and the house that got busted are somehow connected. So the Range Rover tracks back to also the home that they took the woman and the man out of. This gets really, really wild. Brian Inton went up to that house and there was a smashed car in the driveway. I have no idea if that car has anything to do with it. We're going to get into it all. But first, I want to say thank you for tuning in to my live broadcast. We have a live audience. I'm so happy that you've joined me today, as well as, let me fix my chat. We also have you at home on replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate all the love and support you've shown to the channel. Whether you like, you subscribe, you watch the video to the end, whatever you do, I love you. So let's say hello to a few people. Hi Nina, hi Zoe, thank you for modding. Thank you for modding, Debbie. Carla, thank you. Prime Candy in the house. Debbie Gazzardo. I'm sure we've got a Jennifer Swain as well. And possibly even a Jennyville. But then again, Jennyville might have to be doing something. But thank you to my beautiful mods. You guys are incredible, truly, and you know I love you. My baby samurai ones, hello. And hello to everybody. There's a huge amount of people here. I could not possibly say hello to everyone. So I'm just going to say hello to everyone like that. Hey, Cheryl Ferris, Storm, Spilled Paint, Furniture Flipper, Nina, Steph, hello, Storm, Cheryl Ferris, Queen Borup, hello lovelies. All right, my hair is fire. My hair is fire. I don't know. I hope I ain't got no fire in my hair. Absolute Results, welcome back from Salt Lake City, Utah. All right, you guys, I want to get into this. I truly think there is something to the Range Rover. So let me get back. We're going to break down a facial analysis of said man, Luke Daly. Let's jump over and take a look. So the guy in the middle of your screen, right over here, is Luke Daly. And the vehicle, the Range Rover, tracks back to him. Does he have a criminal history? Oh my golly. Oh my golly. Just Sleuth Intuition. Go check him out. He breaks it all down. It's bad. B-A-D. Really bad criminal history. Like rugs, all kinds of no good stuff. Now, one thing I'm interested in. Could they have got that height off by an inch? They said 5'9", 5'10". Luke Daly's 5'8". But you could just style your hair a little different and you're 5'9", right? Or, I don't know, put on a mask that sticks up a little bit above your head and you could appear as 5'9". Hey, Linda Bailey. What, Mary? Mary Crisco says, question, have you looked into if Nancy was working with the deep dive in Medicare, Medicaid fraud remotely from home, and she uncovered the $92 billion fraud? I have not looked into that. However, I do know even in Minnesota, there was a YouTuber that was tracking, like going up to actual places that were receiving, they were receiving a large amount of daycare fund too. And then it turned out that some of these places weren't even places. They just had a sign up, but they weren't running. So they're getting all this. Anyway, let's stick to this. Let's stay on this today. Shoes can add an inch, right? Right? You can even add 2 inches if you put on high heels. Now, what's interesting about Mr. Daly is, remember how they used a cover like this right over here in this picture? Let's bring this forward for a minute and make it bigger. This was at Culver's. There was a lot going down that night. We heard that there was a traffic stop that was related to Nancy Guthrie's case. Brian Hinton said this. Now, while there was many different traffic things, and Dolly Vision stumbled upon a completely different crime, a hit and run, had nothing to do with this. Wires got crossed, confusion, because people didn't even know where they were in Tucson. So when they heard traffic incident and there was more than one, certain people went to the wrong one thinking they were at the hot spot, when it turns out that it was at Culver's parking lot is where the guy got pulled over. He got detained. His family, allegedly the mother and the brother, were back at the house, and we saw that breakdown with JLR, right? All we did is stare at the sheriff's truck forever, but that all broke out. I mean, you saw the feds, you saw everybody going there, and why are they using this to block? I don't know. I feel like they didn't want everybody to see what was in his trunk. And do I think it's a dead body? No, I do not. Because they transferred stuff out of this vehicle. And no, I don't think it's a dead body. Thank you, Linda, for sharing your opinion that Nancy was exposing them for fraud. I have nothing hard copy whatsoever to back up one thing about the medical fraud. I checked it. Nothing came up. Just a whole bunch of people saying, well, Nancy was exposing them. Show me her posts. Where was she exposing them? I haven't seen it. I'm not sure she was that much into social media. You love me doing face analysis. Well, we're going to break it down. We're going to take Luke Daly's face and we're going to see if it works with what we'll do is we'll do our face mapping. Now, right off the bat, you guys, look at this. I just grabbed Luke Daly's eyes and I put them just above the masked person comparative, and I was like, what in the actual hell is going on here? Not only, let me get my drawing stick. Not only does this man look like this, look at these eyeliner. I mean, he don't have eyeliner on, but look how dark these eyelashes are. That's interesting, I feel. Also, you can see how neat and tidy he manscapes, right? No bushy Kohlberger eyes, right? Even though I believe Kohlberger's innocent, and that's my choice to believe that. Also, I was looking at his face, and I'm like, wow, how intriguing that his face, where's my drawing stick? I said to you, look how straight this man's face is. Let me get it back over here. Let me do a better job. Like, straight. I mean, it's straight. And that's unusual. if you look at my face and other people's faces, generally you'll find that we have a certain curve about our face, right? Like I have a little bit higher cheekbones than, I wish I was thin enough you could see, but it indents right here. And then I've got these little jowls that are from my family. Yeah, my daddy. So I got his jowls, which, you know, I could use a facelift and look like I'm 40 years younger, right? I'll just do the program like this. Now you know how bad I got jowls. But anyway, I digress. Here you go. Let's get back over here. Look at this. Straight as a board. All right. Also, let's get out of that. We are going to map his face. He's got this perfectly oval face. Okay. He's got a little bit of heavy set cheeks in this picture too, though his weight does fluctuate. All right. Now, I want to take this pretty drawing and we're going to tip it because he's got his head tipped, right? Whoa. Whoa, man. Whoa. Come back here. And I don't have these synced up for the right size, but you get it. Look at that. Everything about this has just got me like going, what? So my goal today is to take Josh's face. Now he's not looking he's looking directly at the camera, but he's actually turned his head. Whereas this person is looking straight on the camera. So it's not going to be perfect. But it is going to be a whoa moment for a lot of us. His eyes don't lie, right? Laura says, from what I've been reading the past few days, by that, I mean the docs, BK, I agree, Mama. I made a picture of Santa for her mom, Cara, and she was so grateful. Bless. I talked to her on Facebook. Well, how lovely, Laura. Thank you, lovely, for sharing that. Debbie Thompson, those eyes, right? Luke is married or a BF of Nancy's niece, allegedly. Oh, I had not heard that. I don't know if it's true or not, but thank you, Enid. Hello, Laura. Hello, Tall. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Are you ready? Deep breath, you guys. I want you to look at this before we go there. Brian Nanton goes up to the house of the owner of the Range Rover and the house that got all busted open, and the mother and the son were pulled out, right? Allegedly mother and son, definitely female and male. And this vehicle is just sitting there, which my spidey senses are like, why? Why is that there? What is that? It looks so weird. I don't know, y'all. Something about it. It's a very nice little neighborhood. Ritzy. I don't know. But when it comes to this, let's just take this. I feel we'll go backwards. We're going to take the mask. We're going to make it transparent in just a minute. But I want to draw with this. I want to mark the very center of the eyes. That looks about right. Then I want to do this where we group that together. Now, let's just kind of make it translucent so that we can do this overlay and line up the eyes. So we'll tilt them and so forth till the dots are in the center. I'm just going to a little bit bigger. Maybe not tilted as far. All right, it's close. It's close. All right, just with the eyes. We'll just worry about the eyes, but there's more. There's more. Okay, so we're looking at Josh Daly's eyes, right? And I may have that one eye just slightly off. Okay. Feel like it could come up a tiny bit. Let me just look at this. Ooh, now we're on. Okay. We're going to go from Josh Daly's eyes to the mask eye. And we're going to see what happens. I almost feel like we could, before we do that, nah, we'll just go with it. We're going to go from Josh Daly's eyes to the masked person. Just asking questions. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. In a court of law, we're not a court of law. Damn, 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 that's wild. All right, now let's take this picture and let's get on to this. Let's get this the same apples to apples here. We also have some younger pictures. Look at them eyes. Look, could he be mistaken for a woman's eyes? I think so, but we'll find out. Just because I do this does not mean he is guilty. It simply means that he matches or doesn't match, right? Okay, we're going to dot our I's and then we'll cross our T's. I want to go with green for the center of the eye. Do we want to use this one? This is an older picture. I feel like we want to use this one. Yeah. All right, we're going to use the whole picture. Dot the I. Dot the I. All right, let's switch to red. Let's go ahead. Let's get underneath that eyebrow. Hold on a minute. I want to look at something. All right, we're fine. We're good. Let's go ahead. Get our red. We're going to mark the very edge of the eye. And then we're going to go as if he got gunk in his eye. All right. Do y'all see how dark this man's eyelashes are? It looks like he's wearing eyeliner. Now this time, we're going to mark the outside of the inner nostril. Not outside the nose. Well, let me change the color then. Let's go with blue. Let's mark the mouth here. Or the nose, I mean. Let's go with the nose hole. And this nose hole is higher. Now, the mask is masked, so we can't see. So that's the inside of the nose. And here is the outside of the nose. I want to mark that eyebrow too. So we're going to go from here to here. Boy, this eyebrow just keeps going to here. We're doing underneath the eyebrow. Here. Here. And I can't even because it's like it keeps going. All right, now the mouth, the guy's holding a flashlight in his mouth, so it's not really going to be perfect, but he has a small mouth. Okay. Now, let's take all of that. Let's group it together, make it one piece. Now, let's take this and let's go ahead and walk it back to where, whoops, grabbed the wrong thing. Let's put these eyes in the same place, the very centers of the eyes. All right, so we need to enlarge it. Okay. Let me see what we've got to do. Still need it a little bigger. All right, now we'll take it over. We have got right on. So if you're looking at the green, you guys, you're seeing the very center of Luke Daly's eye. And so we know that this is proportionally correct to measure, because the eyes aren't going to move further apart or be in different locations. This is freaky because the nose holes are lining up. All right, let's walk the walk. We start off with the mask. I want to look. The eyebrow. Let me look at something. Look how far my eyebrows are from here. Okay. His eyebrow isn't matching up. You feel me? Like, look over here and yeah. Let's make it bigger for you. If this is the guy's eyebrow, of course it's dark. Here's the problem with the whole eyebrow. If it's dark, I can really put my eyebrows up so I can see, right? Open my eyes big to see. It's pitch black, so I'm not sure that matters, but it's interesting. All right, let's go back to the translucent, all the way back to a solid picture. And what we're going to do, whoops, not that. Let me shrink it down so I can work with it. We're gonna ungroup it. And I want to take these dots off. We're going to draw the eyebrows on in a minute. The nose matches, so that's weird. All right, let's group it again. Regroup. Okay. Man, his eyes match exactly. His nose matches exactly. Even though you can't see much for a nose in this mask, did y'all notice that the light he's holding, let's get red here. The light he's holding shows this, this septum right here, which is this part of, let me show you. In his mouth, he's holding something, right? And it's showing this part of the nose, right in here, in the mask. That matches. All right, let's take the red dots off. My God, those nose holes match. And the width of his mouth matches. The shape of his eyes match. The only thing is we can wiggle our eyebrows. So let's not go with placement of eyebrows because, like I said, I'm relaxed, right? I'm relaxed. And then it's dark out. I'm like, open my eyes bigger. Look how much my eyebrows go up. Okay? Just saying. Let's take this. And let's go ahead and bring it back up. Let's draw his eyebrows on. Not easy to do. Okay. Now let's go back. Now, like I said, his eyebrows could be wide up there because he's trying to look. See how the eyebrows don't match in position? But what if I were to take the eyebrow? Hold on. This is a little bit difficult because he's also turned. It's not a straight on, straight on. I just want to see if it's the same shape. Okay, wait. Can't do it that way. We have to take them together because they're not going to change. They're going to be both. So let's say it's dark out and we just open our eyes. That's when. Look, when you open your eyes a little bit, just push your eyebrows up a little bit. Because it's dark, right? Because I'm moving my eyebrows. That is wild. Now also, look at this. Look at Josh's nose. He has quite large nostrils. The nose holes are they're like elongated. I could put my thumb on the bottom of it, right? They're elongated and open. Now, this person's is too. Because I can see that person's thing here, their septum, I think we should mark Josh's. All right, so let's say he shaved right here a little bit. Let's go a little bit smaller than that dot. Okay. Now let's go back over. Damn! All right, I'm coming to see what y'all say. And let's duplicate this. And let's take all the stuff off. We'll just ungroup the picture. And let's just walk that through. Now remember, them eyebrows can go up or down, right? But let's just look at the eyes themselves. Transition, slow. Holy crap. This is better than Dominic Evans. That left eye is dead on. There's absolutely no change there. Okay, let's take this. We're going to go with a smaller pen. And we've got to now map his eyelashes. Very, very, very carefully. Now let's do translucent. Transition him. We go from Josh Daly down, 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 down. Let me move the picture up a little bit. Whoop. Hold on. We got to group it so that didn't take. Let me do it again. It's still not working. There. Okay, let's move. Oh, it's not. Why is it not working? Okay. Let me just see if we... It's so hard to do, you guys, because you're working with two images, well, actually, plus what you've drawn, you know? And then it would be twisted a little bit, because his head's twisted. All right, let's go ahead and do Josh Daly's picture now. Okay, we've got everything aligned. Damn. I don't know, you guys. That's crazy. Hi, Cheryl Garcia. So you might have missed the beginning of the video, and that we went over, which is that he is the owner of the Range Rover, and his house was the one that was busted, where the male and the female were detained, but then everybody got released, but they kept the Range Rover. And the sheriff is saying there's more to it. You know, it's not necessarily over. And they detained the Range Rover at Culver's, and at his house he has this broken down pickup, or not pickup, car. All right, so let's get back into this. What are your thoughts? Keep in mind, we're all just speculating here. That's right. That is exactly right, Beth Peppers. Luke was pulled in a traffic stop Friday night. It's nuts. Does he know the Guthrie? I have no idea. The bright dots in his eyes are the same to me. All right, so... Okay, let's go back to Luke's picture. Well, I just moved it. Okay, let's do the reverse. Now that we see that matches, right? Let's take this off. Let's take this off. Not that, just this. Okay, now let's get him, let's send this back. And let's draw on the mask where the stuff is, right? Which is hard to do. There's one. There's the other. Okay. Now let's take the mask and let's change it to transparent and see where it lands on Luke Daly's face. It is a little off. It is a little off. Unless we don't have the picture lined up right. One eye is perfect, the other eye, but it could be the way the head is turned. Let's finish this. Let's draw. Boy, this is so hard to tell where the eye is. Oh, and now it's trying to go straight on me. Okay, hold on. Okay, now I want to take the mask and transition it back and see where we land on Josh. It could be the way his head is tipped. It's hard to say. I may not have even drawn it good enough. All right, let's go backwards, and we're going to grab the green. I'm not satisfied with it, so give me a minute. Let's get the green dot. And let's do the mask center eye. And then let's draw the eye around it. Oh, see, I already made a mistake. It's so incredibly hard. Okay, there we got an eye. That was terrible. Hold on, I'm going to redo it. Drawing with a mouse is like I need an architect mouse to do it. All right, kind of. Now, let's transition the mask out of here. Now let's take, oh, that's why nothing's matching. I forgot to match up the center of the eyes, y'all. Okay, it actually has to go a little bigger to get the center. Oops. Okay. Let's get the centers of the eye. Okay, what way we need to go this way. Yeah, that's wild. That is wild. Okay. Then it matches when I match the center. That's what was wrong. Okay, let's go back to the other mask. We'll transition from Luke daily up. Now we have the eyes locked in for pupils. So there's the mask. And it should match the mask because that's what I used. Now let's go back up to Josh. I'm sorry. Luke. Wow. Okay. Let's go back. Let's transition the mask back. Let's try to draw the... Oh my goodness. We got people coming in. Hold on a minute. Melody Me Young, welcome to Private Eyes, my lovely. We appreciate you. You'll be able to join us today and ask questions. I appreciate you so much. And you are now a rookie. The longer you stay, the higher up you go. Beth Peppers Coates. Thank you for the $3 snooper chat. That is so kind of you. Thank you, lovely. I greatly appreciate you. Okay, we're going to go from the mask, which should match. Man, we got to do it. We got to do it. Okay, we're going to do the nose because I can see on the mask. Let's do here, the red. Okay. See how the light shows that this person has a bigger nose hole? I know that don't look right. Let me undo it and try again. And it's not going to be perfect, y'all, because Josh is, I want to call him Josh so bad. Daly is his name. All right, we're going to transition the mask out. And remember, his head's tips. His nose would even match. Holy crap. I know it doesn't look like it matches, but it's because his head is turned slightly away. But if you look, let's just go ahead and move it over a little bit because he's turned his head. Okay? Whoops. God, I wish he was straight on. See how you can see more of one side of his face than you can the other? It's because he slightly has his head twisted, which, that's fine and dandy. But I'm going to move this guy's picture. Okay, there's something there. Look at this. Let me get this nose hole off. Let's just take that away. I want you to look at this. Oh, hold on just a minute. All right. Here's the thing, you guys. This is telling. We found something. Josh's, whatever this guy's name is, I forget his name. My mind's so on this picture. All right, this is the Range Rover owner. His nostril's here, but this nostril goes up way higher because he's had his nose broke. Or he was born that way. So see how the significant difference is in the nose, right? This one starts way up here. This one starts way down here. There's a significant difference in this gentleman's nose. Okay? So Luke has had, like, look at the shape of his nose. It goes down, then it goes way up here. See the difference in the nostril holes? They're all like, meh. Luke Daly. There you go. Thank you, Brave. All right. That's crazy. Now, let's undo this. Let's get his eye, let's get him back on his, back into the frame where it should be, where his eyes match up. That's crazy. All right. I want to look at the mask now. Let's transition out. Let's get the mask. Let's transition back. I'm not sure. There could be a difference, but it's so hard with the mask because it does come over the tip of the nose. But if you look here, you've got this, you've got this curve here. But then this one goes way up here. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys be the judge. I'll transition between them and let you decide what you think. And I'm going to come up to top side and you can, let's make it bigger. Wait. I made it smaller. Just give me a second. We're going to group it so that I can move the whole thing into the center. We're going to make it bigger for you. Okay, we've got the dude's eyes. All right. Now we need this picture. Okay. And now we need this picture to transition. Okay, we're going to transition. Oh my God. Remember, those are the mask size. Those are the mask's eyes, not Luke Daly's eyes that I drew. Remember? I drew the mask's eyes. So that's crazy. All right, we're going up from the mask. We're transitioning back. This is scary. That's scary to me. Look at the mouth and the nose right there. Oh my gosh. This is even better than Dominic Evans. Look at that picture. What are y'all thinking? Them eyes are right on, says Claudia. Susan Robinson says, I think you're doing great with this mask situation. It's hard, y'all. It's not as easy as it looks, I promise. Trying Crimes, Shining Light says, I need to check his wrist for a specific tattoo that is seen while channeling. Sounds good, lovely. Beth Pepper's Coats, a lot of details they have released could be 90% of the males in the U.S., right? Vanilla says, this is so darn close, closer than anything before. My bet is on this guy. Now, are you ready? I told you there was more. This time, okay, we want to go back to the mask guy. So what we need to do is go to here and bring the mask up. Now, Mama has got to take and try to we're going to use white. We're going to use just a line. And we're going to try to outline this dude's masky head. I don't want to hear it if I go out of lines. I'm not perfect. But he's got a chunky little face right here. And that mask comes up under that chin right about in here. And then it comes up, 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 over. All right. And then we come around the mask. I might not have done it perfect. What? Did y'all just see what my stupid computer did? It's like trying to make it perfect for me. Now, let's go back and let's get this double chin guy, thick little neck right through here, because this could all just be, you know, extra mask. I feel like I went outside the lines. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go now. Did my best, y'all. Did my best. Okay, let's get the mask. The masked man. And let's walk back and see if this even looks like Josh's face. Remember, Josh has got his head turned, so it's not going to be the same. But let's just see if it proportionally even works. Now, you're going to have to add padding because the mask is thicker, right? It even fits his damn chin. And remember, I can pull my chin. Okay, let me go up here. I can pull my chin back, which is what the mask looks like it's doing. Whereas Luke has his chin out. So you're getting a bigger, wider area versus you're getting a thinner. Like I can go like this, I can look really thin, right? Well, not really thin. Mama D's chunky. But you know what I'm saying? I look so much thinner. And then I can go like this and be like Chunky Monkey. This guy is 5'8". They're saying they got a guy that's approximately 5'9". This guy is 5'8". Luke Daly is 5'8", because he's got it on his arrest record. This is a trip, Reno Dockery. Vanilla, they have done research on where the mask was purchased, like the backpack and jacket. They're working on it. Beth Pepper's Coat says if wearing two, he wouldn't be able to hear very well. Well, he might. He might actually be wearing two. Wonder how tall this guy is. Yeah. I've done research. Okay, we asked that. No, Lottie, they do not sell. Walmart does not sell this mask. Does he have a scar? I don't know. Let's go back and look. Okay, we got to transition the mask guy off. Boy, that's wild. Think of putting a mask on your face, right? Now, look at this. Let's just, if I could just turn it. Now I feel like we're going to duplicate this and come back to the other, so that way if we mess it up, it's no big deal. Look at this. If I move his head, like if I could turn his head, forget the eyes for a minute, does it fit his face? This is absolutely crazy. Melody Me Young says, I think Evan's match better, but heck, you're doing great. Thank you, lovely. Go, mama. Go, mama. Right? Have we tried to match the mask up on Rio Rico Dude? No, I haven't actually. Steph said they're sold online. Well, that could be. I've never seen them. Should we look? Okay. Let's switch over. And let's go to website. Take this down for a minute. Okay, this is the information that I wanted to show you about all this, where they swatted his home, Luke Daly's home. He wasn't there. They ended up detaining him. There's his Range Rover. Okay, let's get into looking up Walmart. Okay. I don't know how to type that. Balaclava mask. All right, let's just say we'll get our answer. Ooh, they do sell different ones, right? We need here they all are, y'all. Looky what I just found. Where's the one? Balaclava. Walmart sells it, y'all. That is creepy. Luke is the guy, in your opinion, Debbie? Does he have a tattoo on his right arm? I don't know. Lottery. Found who? What? Lottery. Lottery found who? I don't know what you're saying, lovely. I've just found them. Oh, you're asking. Okay. I just typed Walmart ski mask into Google. Oh, thank you, Spilled Paint Furniture Flipper. What do you think of TMZ's note received this morning that stated that Nancy was in Mexico? I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Look at that. Is this a Walmart special guy? Wow. Wow. That's wild. So, he could have bought it at Walmart. This was 2 days ago on Valentine's Day. Nancy Guthrie, please hold up sheet as they remove items from the Range Rover after they held man in traffic stop at restaurant parking lot. Police investigating disappearance of Nancy Guthrie held up a sheet as they remove items. Okay, 3 people were questioned last night. Remember, this is 2 days old. Last night during a SWAT operation, just 1.9 miles. 1.9 miles from the 84-year-old's home in Tucson, Arizona. Officers were reportedly acting on a tip. The mother of TV host Savannah Guthrie vanished from her $1 million property nearly 2 weeks ago, with police believing she has been taken against her will. It is unclear whether any of the individual subjects to the police raid last night are suspects in her disappearance. However, new images of the restaurant parking lot where one of the raids took place shows police recovering items from the gray Range Rover. At least 2 officers can be seen holding up a sheet while other members of law enforcement take objects out of the car. They are believed to have been collecting evidence. but it is not known exactly what was recovered. Separate photographs showing police inspecting the boot of the Range Rover before loading the vehicle onto the back of a pickup truck. And there's that Range Rover. And that comes back to Luke Daly. Now, I want to watch this one more time now. And I want to get... What? Why? I'm not a robot. Dude, why'd you do that? Hold on a minute. It doesn't even show the one I wanted, which was the close-up. Oh, she looks beautiful there. Doesn't Nancy look gorgeous? What a beautiful lady. Here they are with that Range Rover. Boy, them eyes tell me that it's got... Okay, let's get off that and let's go back to this. See how it matches his face? Prime Candy, 14 months. What do you say? Keep it up, Mama. You're doing amazing. Thank you, Prime Candy. Thank you, my love. Lady wants them to search mountains. She said she was searching and ran out of time. She's going back. Well, what do you think? Let's do this one more time with the eyes, like we did in the beginning. Boy, I don't know, y'all. That's a close one. To me, that matches even better than Dominic Evans. That's my humble opinion. It's close enough to question him, right? I agree. The man looks a lot like the guy in the mask. However, the mustache and the eyebrows look darker under the one mask. Well, you got to remember, this is actually a night vision camera. Night vision changes things completely. If you take a picture of your face under night vision, you're going to look completely different, right? Brave Soul said there's a national park south of Nancy Guthrie's home. I wish they would search there for her. I think I'm on to something. Not just me. There's a lot of people suspicious of Luke Daly. If Nancy is being held up somewhere, then I think there's a good chance that she's still alive. She seems like a woman who has grit and strength about her. And I really want to hold on to hope. I hate to think that there is no hope. I will say, what would be the point of kidnapping an elderly woman and then holding on to her? One, you're holding on to evidence, right? You now have a problem because now you have to tend to someone and you can't be in two places at once. What are you going to do? Hire somebody that's going to keep their mouth quiet? With what money? You obviously didn't have money before. That's why you're in the place, maybe. Or is it not a robbery? Is it targeted? Or is this random? Was this dude just like, I'm going to pick $1 million home and I'm just going to take the person out and not steal nothing? I don't know. But I think we should check out and see what we think. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I don't want to go on and on and on. I feel like we covered quite a bit of ground today. And it could be interesting to find out, Does Luke Daly, who owns the Range Rover, have anything to do with this? Was this targeted on Nancy, or was this random? Targeted or random? That's the big question right now. And it could help them find out so much more if they knew the answer. So I'm going to pull cards. And if that's your thing, wonderful. I encourage you, just jump on over with us. We're a little bit late, but that's okay. And if it's not your thing, then skip this step, and I will see you tomorrow, my lovelies. Appreciate all the love and support of our channel, the likes, the subs, and on replay, hyping it up. My replay crew has been hyping. I get a little report from YouTube, and it's always amazing. And I always feel so blessed because you share your love with me. Thank you so very much. And with that being said, are you ready? If you're heading over to do the reading, it'll be about a 5-minute window at the most, just enough to get some things flipped around. And 5-minute wait, and we'll start. With that being said, I love you to the moon and back. Say a prayer for Nancy.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemy